The quiet disappearance. Let me begin with a question. Have you ever been in a relationship and felt like you were slowly fading, not leaving, not being pushed out, just becoming unseen? Not ignored. Not abandoned. Invisible. This isn't the loud kind of heartbreak. There's no dramatic exit, no shouting match, no final goodbye. It's quieter than that. It's the kind of pain that grows in silence while both people are still sharing the same bed, the same jokes, the same future plans. And here's the unsettling part. Most couples don't realize it's happening until one partner has emotionally disappeared long before they physically leave. So let's talk about why partners feel invisible in relationships. Feeling invisible often begins when presence is mistaken for connection. Someone is there, but not with you. They hear you speak, but they don't receive you. They respond, but they don't reflect. Ask yourself this gently. When was the last time my partner truly saw me? Not my role, not my usefulness, not my consistency, but me. In many relationships, love slowly shifts into management. Who pays what? Who does more? Who is reliable? Who is the strong one? And somewhere in that structure, emotional visibility gets lost. Here's where self-reflection becomes uncomfortable. Are you invisible because your partner stopped looking? Or because you stopped showing the parts of yourself that felt unsafe to reveal? Think about it. How often do we shrink our needs to keep peace? How often do we silence our disappointments to avoid conflict? How often do we become easy to love instead of honest to love? Invisibility doesn't always mean neglect. Sometimes it's self-erasure disguised as compromise. Now let's introduce the part no one talks about, the quiet conspiracy. Society rewards emotionally absent relationships. We praise couples who don't fight. We admire people who don't ask for much. We normalize emotional starvation as maturity. And slowly, without realizing it, we start believing that wanting to be seen is neediness, that emotional depth is drama, that asking for attention is too much. What if that belief was never yours to begin with? What if you were trained, subtly, to accept emotional invisibility as the price of being chosen? When partners feel invisible, it's often because emotional labor is uneven. One person becomes the listener, the supporter, the adjuster, the emotional container, and the other simply exists. Let me ask you something important. In your relationship, who gets to have bad days without explanation? Who gets immediate empathy? And who has to justify their feelings before being heard? Those answers reveal more than any argument ever could. The pain of invisibility isn't just about not being noticed. It's about not being mirrored. To be seen is to be reflected back to yourself. To have your inner world acknowledged. To feel like your emotional existence matters. Without that, love becomes lonely, even in company. So here's the real question, and sit with it honestly. If nothing changed in your relationship, if you stayed exactly this visible, this heard, this felt, would your soul feel nourished 5 years from now? And if the answer scares you, that fear isn't weakness. It's information. Because invisibility doesn't mean you are unlovable. It means something essential is missing. And what's missing deserves to be named, not buried. I'll leave you with this final thought. Sometimes the most dangerous thing in a relationship is not betrayal, not distance, not even silence, but the moment you realize you've been standing right in front of someone who no longer sees you. And the most important question becomes, will you continue disappearing to keep the relationship? Or will you risk being fully seen, even if it changes everything? Pause here. Breathe. Reflect. This is where healing begins.